The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. AT Gator.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense, I think. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Complete. It's Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Green Bay.
Ready?
Mike's 50 seconds. Go. Go.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. A dump down to McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, and it's 3rd and short.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. On fourth down, Lawrence. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
On the ready.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Lawrence. He's got his man on the crossing route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Bravo.
Second and 5. And that's complete to Adams. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain there of 21 yards.
57 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing on second and 8. Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Wilson, and he fires one, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Yikes. Terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines.
Let's go.
First down again on the Seahawks 42-yard line.
Ready up.
57 to Mike. Hey, check.
On first down now, a run with McKinnon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw, Lawrence, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
On the set.
57.
And watch that. And watch the ball. Let's go.
To throw on third down, Lawrence. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Let's go. Get started. Let's go. Set up. 15 line. 15 line. Yeah. Let's go.
From the gun, Lawrence out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and long. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now a give right side. Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Watch the pass.
Now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, ready. 60 or.
Exit.
54.
Throwing again. Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
The final shot before break. Lawrence. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Kyle Rudolph in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
53.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. It's caught, Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he slides to avoid the hit. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Wilson on first down. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
53 to Mike. 53.
To throw again. Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
380. 42 to Mike. We don't want this.
Still got 4 down. Friday. Still got 4 down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Vannett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, McKinnon again. Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Penny. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down now. It's Carson, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. The Seahawks on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Wilson now, operating from the gun. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. It's caught here by Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
14, find it. One left.
There's Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's McKinnon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jerick McKinnon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. What a turn of events there as a kick returner. You know they're going to try to strip it. That's a costly turnover.
But it's interesting because they're going to be aggressive in covering the kick and trying to knock the ball free. But kick returners by nature, they're aggressive as well, trying to turn into a big play. Sometimes when aggressive meets aggressive, something gives.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson looking deep for Jennings. And no, it's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run it with McKinnon. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
We go! 50, plant. Check right. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence caught on the right side by Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Get it!
Back to throw. Lawrence. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the gun, Lawrence. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Open man, it's Vanette. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards.
Singles, 19.
That's good.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Green Bay, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.